Welcome to Faith Assembly's Ministry Warfare. Here is an opportunity to enlist in God's army and get involved with the ministries of Faith Assembly. As you come in the door, you can read, it says, "Through these portals walk Christian men and women with a passion for God's work." You're in the army now. If we go to the first booth, this is Ministry Development. Of course, Ministry Development is all about helping people get involved in ministry. There are a number of surveys that we have available. They're on our website as well as through the church office. A spiritual gifts survey to learn what your possible spiritual gifts are. Temperament indicator survey tells you a little bit about yourself and how you work with other people. It's good for team building. Strength finder, it's always good to know what our strengths are and to use them for God, and also our experiences can be a very helpful building thing that God can use to help other people. Then we move on to our kitchen ministries with our cheerful face of our kitchen coordinator, Linda Gilpin, and our kitchen leader, Carlene. Back here you can see this is all fixed up as a mess tent, and so we've got a great setup here. A couple things that you can do to help with kitchen ministry are
cook and clean.
Cook and clean, Linda says. But there you are, first to work in the kitchen, to sign up for a week that you can cook for our Wednesday night meal, and then also to help make meals when people have a loss of a loved one or anything else. So next we have our women's ministry. Reed's Women's Ministry encourages the building of relationships, spiritual growth, and leadership among women, all through faith, fun, and fellowship. Ministry that fits your life. And there's the women's ministry banner and all of the resources. And you can help being part of the women's committee and being part of planning and helping with all the activities that they do. Here you have the men's ministry, Men in Action, and little thank you bags, which I doubt will be available if you're looking at this online. And then a number of activities from nativity building to grilling to ATV rides here, and lots of other good stuff that the men get involved with and do to help. Men's breakfast, the Mother's Day breakfast we do. Of course, the theme, Mighty Men of God. So you can sign up, talk to Matt Belcher. His contact information right there. We have a number of prayer ministries, and you can see the fruit of the Spirit here in the basket, and a bread maker cooking bread. You can be part of our intercessory prayer team. Talk to Cindy Robinson about that. There's her contact information. And you can also be a part of our altar prayer team. Of course, we have training for that, and that is approved by pastor. But you can be part of our altar prayer team, and also part of our prayer chain, Barbara Westerfield. There's her information. Right now, our very popular missions booth, which involves missions of every area of the world, from right here in our own community to the farthest reaches of the world. You can see the decorations. It's okay, you're fine. We can get you right in there. Lots of good stuff, pretty flowers. And of course, we always encourage making missions pledges every year and sowing into the kingdom. And we've always had a really good response and been able to bless our foreign missionaries all over the world. And you can be part of giving to missions. Lucille Robinson is our leader. Or you can also talk to her about being part of our missions team, which plans a lot of our missions activities and giving. So, and here's military outreach. And they have Lots of good stuff to give away today. We've got wallets, we've got National Guard coins and gear. Of course, from this area we have lots of soldiers that are heading overseas right now, and so there's a great opportunity here to reach out to people right in our own communities whose loved ones are overseas. Military outreach. Ushers and greeters, and here's some of our great greeters here in front of us.
Good morning.
Their booth. Minnie and the Sams. Of course, very important to have a warm welcome before every service and during the service, to come in and feel very welcome and loved. And so that's what this is all about, making people feel welcome. You can talk to Bill Cook about our ushers, and you can talk to Minnie Reed about our greeters. Of course, our backpack club, it goes on every week during the school year, packing lunch bags for our kids, needy families in our community, for them to take home for the weekend. Of course, lots of things that are going on with the Backpack Club all through the year. The Chicken Festival, golf tournament, and Christmas outreach, and Stacy Shepherd is the contact there. Our seniors ministry, Joy Ministry, just older youth, led by Patsy and Gary Vandeventer, and they do a weekly or a monthly luncheon for those who are 55 and older. It's our Joy Luncheon, and this year there is a cruise that our just older youth are getting involved with. You can contact Patsy at the church office Monday through Thursday, and as always, she has free candy to give away, like many. The good stuff. Next, our Sunday school. Sunday school is led by Brian Edwards. There's his contact information. He is looking for an attendance clerk, a substitute teachers for Sunday school, and then also a follow-up administrator. It's all about spiritual formation and growing in your faith with the Lord, from the oldest to the youngest. So that is Sunday school. Our worship ministry, led by Leah Kirksey, our worship leader, pastor. And if you're interested in more information on being in worship, she is always looking for people to serve in the choir with Lola Reed. They do a monthly choir number. Of course, to be in the praise team, which serves every week in our public services. We always look for people who are willing to do special music and help out that way. And then, of course, our musicians. We always need musicians. So that's our worship ministry. With that, we always need media help. Our media ministries with sound and audio visual and tech. And we do need people to help with audio visual and lighting, and also with video production. So if you are interested in learning about sound, I'm sure Jerry would love to do that. Teach you a little bit about running sound. And here's the youth booth with the city background, and of course Jerry is always has coffee handy. You can see the table and display here. We're always needing individuals who would help with the youth, be a youth counselor, helper. So you can see that here, the youth counselors, workers, and also with home group leaders to host a group of young people to meet. Next, our bus ministry with Rhoda Sasser. Her contact information right there. We're always looking for drivers and monitors for our buses. We really could use drivers, so please consider that. Consider talking with us about it. Here's a little bit of our Move in Faith bus ministry, complete with the bus seat out of the vehicle right here, as displayed by Jonathan. And our kids ministry with all kind of fun stuff, balloons and candy. And they need help with service in our nursery and infants, with Jungaluyah, with our toddlers, with We Worship, with our pre-K, older toddlers, and then with Kids Church, 1st through 5th grade, and helpers as always. So we're always looking for help with our children's ministry. We have Royal Rangers. You're back.
I'm here. I'm here.
And I'm not sure what the Team Gnome is all about.
Neither do we.
But our Rangers, they are at powwow as we speak. So how appropriate is this tent? And if you want to help with the boys, ministry to boys, you can contact David Larkey. He is always looking for teachers and leaders for the various kids groups. And coming up on our deacons and care team, and they do a lot of ministry to our congregation, the members of our congregation. Of course, our deacons are officers in the church, but we do have a care team that is open to anyone, and you can see Belinda about that. John Logan is the chair of our deacons. Belinda's for our care team, and they do visitation, prayer, make phone calls, do meals and cards for people in our congregation. So, and you were meant to serve. And finally, our missionettes. Here we have this beautiful display, and like our Royal Rangers, missionettes are for children, but for girls. And we have various age groups, from daisies, friends, stars are the older groups, and rainbows. It's actually young boys and girls, and prims. You can see they have beautiful display here. They need sponsors, helpers, and reviewing to help make sure that the girls have completed all their activities. So, very nice display. You can see what an awesome job that all of our workers have done. In our center display, where we're selling t-shirts, if you're interested in buying a t-shirt, One Heart, One Mission t-shirt, London, Iraq. For this next 6 months, ministry here in London with all the church folks, and then in Iraq while I'm away as a chaplain, ministering to our soldiers that are there. But beautiful job that has been done by all of our workers. We really have a hats off to all of our workers. We've put these displays together, really put a lot of time and effort into this and into what they do every single day of the week. So we really encourage you to think about how you can be involved. If you have questions, you can always contact the church office, get a hold of our pastoral staff, or you can contact any of the ministry leaders. But we do encourage you to get involved in the Lord's Army.